What if the secret to absolutely flawless skin wasn't in some super expensive bottle, but was actually hiding in your kitchen cabinet? Today, we're going to dive into a source that lays out a simple 7-night remedy, and it promises a pretty dramatic transformation using all natural stuff. So, let's see what this is all about.
Right off the bat, the source we're looking at makes a huge promise. I mean, look at this. Skin that could look 20 years younger in just 7 nights. That is a bold, bold claim. So let's unpack how they say this is even possible.
So what's the big idea here? Well, it's a story you've probably heard before. On one hand, you've got this world of pricey products, right, full of big promises that often lead to disappointment and wasted money. But on the other hand, you have what our source is all about. Trusted, affordable home remedies that people have been using for, well, forever.
And really, this whole thing starts from a feeling we all get. That search for amazing skin. It can be so frustrating, can't it? You try these complicated routines, you see these miracle cures that, as our source points out, just promise way too much and don't deliver. It leaves you looking for something that's just simpler and more honest.
Okay, so if that complicated, expensive path isn't the answer, then what is? Well, the source suggests a totally different way of thinking. The idea is to trade that shelf full of bottles for just one single, really potent, homemade night cream. It's all about simplifying the process to amplify the results.
So what in the world is in this night cream? I mean, what makes it so special? The secret, according to our source, is all about the ingredients. Let's break down the 7 all-natural components that are the real heart of this formula. All right, when you look at this list, it starts to make a lot of sense. Each ingredient has a specific job. You start with a really soothing base of aloe vera and beetroot gel. Then you bring in olive oil to brighten and work on spots. And turmeric, which is a great natural antiseptic to fight pimples. A little lemon juice for that vitamin C boost against dark spots, and honey for moisture and healing. Oh, and the rose water? That's what you use to get your skin perfectly clean before you even start. It's like a little dream team of natural powerhouses working together.
So we know what's in it, but now for the how. And you might be thinking, okay, a cream this powerful has got to be a pain to make, right? But the source says, nope, it's actually super simple. Let's walk through how you can whip this up right in your own kitchen.
Seriously, the process couldn't be easier. First, you're just going to mix your base gels, the aloe and the beetroot. Next, you stir in that olive oil and turmeric. Then for the final touch, you add just a few drops of lemon juice and honey. You mix it all together really well and boom, just like that, you've made your own fresh, potent night cream.
Okay, so you've made the cream, but having it is only half the story. To really get all the benefits, the source says the magic is in the application. So let's look at the simple 7-night ritual that's designed to get the absolute most out of these ingredients.
And the ritual itself is just as simple as the recipe. You start by cleansing your face with rose water. Then, you gently massage the cream onto your face and neck for about 2 minutes. That really helps it sink in. And now for the easiest part. You just leave it on overnight. Let it work its magic while you sleep. A quick rinse with cool water in the morning, and you're good to go. But here's the key. You have to be consistent. You got to do this every single night for 7 nights in a row.
So, let's imagine it. You followed the recipe, you've done the 7-night ritual, now what? What's the big payoff? Well, according to the source, this is where you see that incredible transformation we talked about right at the beginning.
And this is so important. The time frame. We're not talking about slow, gradual changes over months. The claim here is for a visible, really noticeable transformation in just 7 nights. That short window is what makes this whole idea so powerful.
So what does this big 7-day transformation actually look like? Well, the source promises some pretty amazing things. We're talking stubborn spots disappearing, wrinkles starting to fade, and your skin just taking on this youthful, beautiful appearance. The end goal here is that incredible, natural, healthy glow. That's the prize at the end of the week.
And all of this really brings us to one final fascinating question. The source makes a pretty strong case for looking past the beauty aisle. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Could the real secret to amazing, radiant skin not be something we have to go out and buy, but something we can make ourselves from things that are already sitting in our kitchen?